Well, for fans of the History Channel series Ancient Aliens, host Giorgio Tsoukalos is the man in the know about all things UFO. He says the answers are out there and he's coming here for a live experience in Denver.
My first question for you right off the bat, we have to ask, what has been the most significant revelation that you've seen in the last couple of years doing the show?
Well, what happened, hello, by the way, what happened in the last 3, 4, 7 weeks in Congress. I mean, that is by far the biggest revelation. That who would have thought that 20, 25 years ago, that today we would have congressional hearings about UAPs, or what they used to be called UFOs.
How did you get interested in ancient astronaut research in the first place?
So this is something that I would have to blame my parents and my grandparents, because these were always topics of discussion, especially when my grandparents would visit. And so my grandma, for example, she would talk to me about Chariots of the Gods, and she would read, Edgar Cayce's Atlantis to me. But also sometimes my mom, she would say that and by the way, this was when I was 4, 5, 6 years old, very little. She would say to me, she always thinks that another thing or something that we have around us has existed before, like in a previous civilization. And I never quite understood what she meant. And of course, then you grow older and you start reading the same books that she has read, or my grandma, and all of a sudden these pieces come together. So I grew up in a very open-minded, while a conservative household, it was still a very open-minded household. So I have to blame my parents. And then I'm a child of the 80s, so Star Wars and Indiana Jones also certainly influenced me. So that's the short version.
I love that. I love that. And I grew up on the newer Star Wars, the last 3, which has been awesome. So to be able to kind of see the juxtaposition of the two, especially in our real life universe, is so huge. Okay, well, you're coming to Denver. We're so excited for this. How is Denver for ancient alien activity? Is there anything that we need to know about our own state here in Colorado?
Colorado is one of the biggest UFO hotspots in the United States. And, we've all heard those interesting stories about the Denver airport. And I love how the Denver airport has embraced this topic, because I'm sure all of you have traveled through there. So you see how they have, little alien statues and murals of UFOs and things like that. So Colorado too has a big history of Bigfoot sightings as well. And just in general, Colorado has also been known to have had mysteries of giants in the 1920s, where apparently the Smithsonian discovered some giants in Colorado and then they were hidden away. Now, personally, I am not sure if any of these stories are true, but they are worth exploring.
For people that want to come out to your event, what can they expect when they come out?
So Ancient Aliens is basically your chance to crawl into the TV, because if you are a fan of the show Ancient Aliens, then David Childress, Nick Pope, William Henry, and I will come down to Florida and we'll be on stage, and you get to ask us questions. We'll show you clips from the show. We'll explore, the evergreens from Ancient Aliens. Like, we'll travel to Egypt. We'll go to Mexico. We'll go to Turkey. We'll explore the ley lines. So all the topics that you guys love will be at the show.
Well, Giorgio, if you could see one thing proven in your lifetime, what would you say it would be?
Well, I would hope that in our lifetime, if they are friendly, that they are showing themselves publicly. Because I personally believe that they are here. They're observing us in the least, or at least they're observing us. And I hope, of course, and I'm of the conviction that this observation is friendly. It is not hostile. Otherwise, we'd already be toast. And so I hope that in our lifetime, including yours, including mine, that we will make official contact.
Well, Giorgio, we're so excited to be able to share just Denver with you and be able to talk more Ancient Aliens when you get here. Thank you so much for coming in peace. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you so much for having me, and I can't wait to see all of you at Ancient Aliens Live.
Well, meet one of the world's foremost ancient astronaut experts, Giorgio Tsoukalos, when he comes to Denver in May 2024 for Ancient Aliens Live. Tickets available at eventticketcenter.com. Watch Ancient Aliens on History Channel and on demand.